and we're live with the Super Speedway Cup Series, and this is the one of the fastest Super Speedway leagues since August of 2012. That's when they started, and I'm here. I'm Dakota Ehrman, joined by Steven Azzini, Aaron Grosskopf on pit road, John Wessling on the cameras, Jerry Wolf hanging around with J.D. Webb in the Producers Lounge, and usually we have Phil Foltz hanging around with us. He's on the track tonight. Not much of a surprise there, but Steven, we're at Daytona International Speedway. It was repaved in 2010, and it is one of the fastest tracks out there.
Yeah, Daytona, one of the fastest tracks besides Talladega. Really looking forward to this race tonight. Going to see a lot of cars going in excess of 200 miles an hour at a time, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've already got the heat races have been rolled out, and we already have the results in. And from heat number 1, it was Rod Flagg sneaking away with the win. Scott Finstemacher in second, Marcus Lambert in third, and Joshua Hanner in fourth. When we moved into heat number 2, it was Terrence Donovan rolling out with the win. Mark Brown's going to bring it home second. Orrin Jensen was going to bring it home third, and Mark Carpenter was fourth. It was a big wreck in that heat number 2, and that was at the beginning of the race. It made things really interesting. Heat number 3 was Ira Cup, Steve Bushy in second, Rodney Wolford in third, and Rick Shelton bringing it home fourth position.
Yep, everyone that did not finish in the top 4 in those 3 heats will be moving on to the B main, which will be coming up after our Dash for Cash. But looking at last week's results for last week's race, Marcus Lambert took home the win, Terrence Donovan second, Rodney Wofford in third, Glenn Hedrick fourth, Rod Flagg came home rounding out the top 5, Scott Fenstermacher came home 6th, Donnie Giarratano 7th, Victor Bartlett 8th, Michael Pimpere 9th, and Chris Jenks 2 rounded out the top 10 in last week's A main.
And as we're going back, going to go ahead and also, I want to take a look at the points also. Really, right now it's Marcus Lambert. I think we talked about him running up front in one of the heat races. I believe it was heat number 1. He brought it home in third position. And he is the current points leader, and he comes in up 3 spots from last week with Rod Flagg right on his tail, 3 points back.
Andrew Berger in third right now, Brian Chaburko in fourth. Now note the top 4 are all within 5 points of each other, so it's a great points battle for the championship, because this is the last race of the season.
Yeah, in 5th position, only 19 out of the lead. Glenn Hedrick in 5th position, and right behind him, 24 behind the lead, only 5 behind the guy in front of him is Terrence Donovan.
Michael Pimpere in 7th, up 2 spots from last week. Scott Fenstermacher stays in 8th position after last week's run.
Donnie Garatano in 9th position, up 2 spots from last week, only 33 out of the lead, and Gary Tarvin is going to be 34 back in 10th position, losing 5 spots last week.
Yeah, got a lot of great point battles in the top 10 right now. You look at the front 4 all within 4 points, and 5th through 10th all within 15, and 11th's only 17 out of the top 5. So should be great point battles tonight in the last race of the season, like I touched on earlier. So we should see a lot of great racing and a lot of points battling.
And I want to go ahead and go down and talk to Aaron Grosskopf, who's standing by on pit road. Aaron, we expect tonight.
I expect, in iRacing or any racing, when there's money to be won, it's going to be a good battle up front for these guys racing in this Dash for Cash. Even though it's only $5 iRacing credit, it's still money on the line, and who knows who will come out with the win. Just got to stay out of the big wreck, and we'll see who comes out on top at the end.
And with that being said, we do want to talk about the format here. We have 3 heat races that have already rolled off, and the top 4 from each heat race involved are actually they kind of go straight to the A main, and they also transfer into the Dash for Cash. This is 12 drivers total, and this is what we're about to see happening in just about a minute's time. And that Dash for Cash will be the top 4 again from each of the 3 heats. Anybody underneath that, they don't advance; they go to the B main, and the top 12 from the B main will automatically move to the A main. In the A main is again about 30, I believe it's like 35 laps, if I'm correct there. 30. Daytona International Speedway, Stephen, is, I'm looking at the track stats, it's located in Daytona Beach, Florida, with a capacity of 167,785 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people can fit in this track here. One of the biggest on the NASCAR circuit, but International Speedway Corporation owns the track. It broke ground in 1957. Was open in 1959, but as you mentioned earlier, it's been through a couple of repaves in its history. I believe one in the 70s and one just a couple of years back in 2010.
Yeah, the architect was Charles Montepenny, and the surface is asphalt. The length is 2.5 miles with 4 turns. The bankings through the turns 31 degrees. The travel is 18 degrees, and the backstretch is 2 degrees.
And we'll see top speeds about 200 miles an hour on this track. Very fast track, and it's at night, so expect the action to be hot as always.
And it's I don't know that we mentioned this yet, but it's the trucks. This is their final race of the season, and the trucks are always interesting when we get rolling here, especially at super speedways, especially with the draft model we have. And it is, I don't know that it was stated earlier, but this is all about the tandem. You got to have a partner, and you got to go with them.
It's also fixed setups. Everyone's on even playing field, so should be a great show. These guys are getting ready to line up.
Yeah, with the field being set, going to go ahead and run down the starting lineup. Starting from the pole with going to be Rod Flagg with Terrence Donovan on his outside, and it's a 73 machine.
31 of Ira Cup starting third, and Scott Fenstermacher starting fourth.
Mark Brown's going to be in fifth, and Steve Bushy in sixth.
Marcus Lambert seventh, Oren Jensen in eighth.
Rodney Woodford in ninth position on his outside, Joshua Hanner.
Rounding out the 12-car field in the final row will be Mark C. Carpenter and Rick Shellen.
And this is, again, only a 12-car field, and this is the top four from each heat race, which will put us at 12 drivers. With Rod Flagg, again, leading them off as the field is getting set to roll. Pace car should just go around in one time, and this is a long track to go around for sure.
Pace lap's going to be roughly 2 minutes, but we only have 12 laps of racing. It's about 2.5 laps. So 2.5 laps is equivalent to one pace lap, really. So this race will go by very quick. Only 12 laps, 12 trucks. Should be exciting.
And again, this race is... I don't know, I just kind of spaced what I was going to say, Steven.
Hey, that happens, you know, we always have those kind of moments as broadcasters.
And I got it now. It's the flagman was told to take the night off, and this is exactly how JD puts it. There will be no caution flags tonight. These guys are going green flag racing, start to finish, whether they wreck. And every race, it was through that. It was like that through the heat races, through the B main, through this Dash for Cash, and in the A main. No cautions whatsoever, which will make the racing even more interesting, to say the least.
Oh yeah, no caution race is always exciting. You know, if we see one big wreck, it takes out 8 trucks. Well, we only have 4 cars left in the battle for the win. So, you have to stay away from wrecking. A lot of these guys should be pretty patient here. You know, you got 12 laps. You can go from back to the front and only have 3 laps. So, no reason to rush, no reason to cause a big wreck early. I'm sure these guys should be pretty patient and have all 12 trucks finished this thing.
As we watch here as the field works through the backstretch past the Daytona sign. Pace car is still leading with Rod Flagg on the inside once again as they're about to head to turn number 3. They're about to take the green flag for the first time tonight for the Dash for Cash. Again, $5 on the line. That might be not much to you, but it's worth something, I guess. I mean, if you're out there racing for it, it's definitely worth 12 laps.
Well, $5 on racing credit, it's a little different. You know, it's about half a track and sometimes half a car. So, I mean, that's good money. But say you win 2 of these things, you could buy a car or a new track. So that's always something to look forward to.
Yes, the field work off of turn number 4. Now we're about to go green flag racing. Finally, it's again only a 12-car field, but this will be exciting. I can guarantee you. We've been waiting and anticipating this. This is the final race of the season for this, and next week they start up their official new season with Super Speedway Cup, and we will be broadcasting the entire season as the green flag is out. Rod Flagg gets a pretty good restart there. It looks like he's going to be able to beat clear the 73 to the tri-oval, but the 73 is going to stick to the outside.
Yeah, Rod has the danger of being hung out on his own out front right now, though, as the outside's going to tandem up, and the 73, with help from the 27, is going to come up and make it around the outside. 31 gets the 23's back bumper, so they'll be even down, heading down and out of turn 2 to the backstretch.
2 wide, 6 rows deep, it looks like.
Yeah, a lot of 2 wide action so far. No one taking it 3 wide yet. No reasons for that this early, but the 73's going to go to lead on the outside line right now. Got a big run out of turn 2. He's clear. See if he leaves the 27 out. Doesn't look like he will. He's going to stay on the outside with the 27.
Yeah, Scott Fenstermacher actually looking like got a little loose there, maybe possibly on the back bumper of the 73. That's a dangerous thing here. When you're on the bumper of somebody, you're stuck on them and you can't see anything. You got to move with them. And I mean, if you're a little twitchy on the wheel, it's kind of cost you. As I think we see him sliding around, looks like he almost lost control of the vehicle a few times here.
Have the 31 down to the apron there, coming out of the tri-oval. Here comes the outside again with a big run on the outside. So it looks like the outside's getting the big run to 1-2 right now. 31 comes up a little bit, not on the 23's back bumper. So the 73 and 27 may go to the front here out too.
Yeah, I think that really the racing has improved with the draft model we currently have. I think the outside lane can do a lot more than they could before. As the outside lane does take over the lead, they're going to move down the inside, and we do have 2 new leaders up, or at least a change for first and second now with the 12 and the 65 now working the outside. Rod Flagg.
You have new leaders. Rod's all by himself right now. The outside's going by him. The 12 and I believe that's the 65 making it on the outside of Rod now.
Yeah, it's actually, I believe, Oren Jensen as he's working the outside of Rod Flag. They're almost clear, and I don't know, Rod Flag doesn't have any help. I think they might actually be able to clear him in the backstretch, don't know, but Orange Jensen getting really sideways. I don't know what's up with him, but he is all over the place. They're going to hang on. He's going to scare the 31 down underneath the apron. Again, you cannot advance your position once you get down underneath the apron, but it's still fair use. You can use it, you just can't advance your position.
Nope, can't do that. First swap of the night up front. The leaders making a swap right now. So this is going to cause a big stack up here. Watch out, the 73 and 27 complete the swap. The outside lane's going to have to check out now and let them complete their swap. So a little bit of a stack up now. We got all 12 cars in a second of each other.
Orange Jensen in the 65 having a little bit of an electrical problem, is back in the server and in line with the outside lane here is watching Rod Flag work the inside of the 27 of Scott Fenstermacher.
Yeah, 31 looks to be all over the place behind him right now. That's not allowing him to clear these guys on the outside. The 31 having to come off his bumper and clip the apron in the turns is really allowing the outside to get big runs down the straightaways. And they're going to have almost 3, maybe 4 cars clear the inside line here down the back.
And there they go. Fenstermacher's going to lead them down the inside. It's going to be the 73 of Terrence Donovan going with them. And now the 12 is back on the outside again with, I believe that's Warrington going with him. As they're still trying to hang on. They almost had them cleared at one point, but now they're going to go on the outside of the leaders. This is the closest they've been all night to the front, it looks like. Yep.
Margin of the line right there was .021 seconds, so really close there to the line, but Scott Fenstermacher's still going to lead. The 12 and 65 on their outside right now. And the 65 seems to be hanging out a little bit to the outside. He might be running a little hot, you know. After pushing for a couple laps, these chems get really hot, and they're all might be 3 wide here down the back. Nope, 65 is going to get back to the middle. So these engines get hot, and you're not able to push for more than 2 or 3 laps, so that's what's happening right now for the 65.
Yeah, I think you see the 65 stats there much longer. They're going to go 3 wide, and that's what's looking like it's happened. As the 65 was almost on the outside of the 12. The 65 is going to pull back in line. He's all over the place. He's having trouble. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to cool down, like you said, as single file pretty much on the inside. A few cars on the outside, but they are falling back off the leaders and in a hurry. Yeah, if you're not able to tandem, you're going to lose a lot of time, and these guys lost about 5 spots, 4 spots right there. So the 12 and 65, though, 65 goes car cooled down, he'll be able to charge back up to the front, but it takes a lot of laps to do that, and you got to be out front to cool the car down. So he's struggled doing that behind the 12, but he's still going to try to push 12 back up there. Those leaders might be getting hot soon as well, so pay attention for that. You have to pay attention for that, but what's going to happen is when they switch, again, the lead car is going to, as you say that, they go to switch, the lead car pulls to the outside, the pushing car just stays on the inside, basically goes around the lead car and can come up when they're clear. Rod Flag is working back on the inside, going to go side by side with the leaders. Here we go. Yep, Rod, but without the help from behind from the 31, Rod will not be able to clear these guys on the outside. The 27 is able to push because he's a cool engine. The 31 really still kind of wobbling behind them, not able to push that well. So 73 and 21 will have his race a hand right now unless they make a mistake or let the middle wide open for the 12 behind them. It looks like the 31 is on Flag's bumper now. Looks like they're going to be able to get hooked up and possibly get rolling here. 31 is, of course, Ira. Yep, but the 31's got the back here down the backstretch. That's in the last 73 and 27 to get a big run. 27 a little loose there. The 12's almost gets in the back of him. But 27 is going to give the 73 a big push, and they're going to clear Rod Flag coming off this turn. Hey, what that was, they had 3 trucks working together. That is possible. It works, but it is very, very difficult. And these guys hadn't mastered until the 27 just a little squirmy behind the lead car there, and that costs the 12. As the 12 does fall back quite a bit to 31 and 23 on the inside. It's Rod Flag again, and Ira Cup on the inside. Steve Bechet and the 65. Orange Jensen. Yeah, well, going back to that car tandem you were talking about, you have to hold your wheel very steady and keep a very straight line to be able to have more than 2 cars pushing at a time. It's really tough to do with these trucks. They're very twitchy in the draft, so to be able to do that takes a lot of talent. So these guys did a great job of that so far. The guys battling still for third as the leader's still out front. The draft's bringing them back to the 65, still pushing the 12. Just like that, we're on having a lap 9 out of 12 already. Yes, here we go, lap 9 at the line. Like you said, here they come on the outside. The 65 Orange Jensen has a little bit of connection issues, but he's already still hanging onto the bumper of the 12. Steve Bechet is working on the outside. That's 73. Yeah, but 65 got hot again. 65 not able to push for more than about a lap or 2 when he's behind him. I think if I were him right now, he's trying to cool that engine off, make a big push here. It's about what made 2 to go our last lap, and that's really the only chance you got right now. You got to let it cool, and he's going to back off of the 12 as I said that. Yeah, I was watching inside line. It's really, it looks like they're just kind of basically all spaced off each other, not really pushing, not much pushing at all going on. Everybody's just trying to keep their engines cool. The 27 and the 73, the two cars on the inside leading the way. Those two not touching. They're just trying to keep it cool. As the 12's coming with a run on the outside to Steve Boucher. He's coming, but he doesn't have the help he needs with the 65 orange engine just being too hot to push.
Yeah, 27 must be getting hot behind the 73s, but I have about more than 2 laps now, so you see him backing off. That's going to enable Rod Flag, who just got clear on the inside. They might have a run and go to the outside here and take the 12 with them to the front. Let's see what happens here as we go down the backstretch. Rod's going to check up. The 12 and 65, even though they can't push, they're still going to have big runs because the guys in front of them can't push.
Yeah, when it comes to the line this time, it will be lap 11. As they right turn through turns 3, they're going to be 3 wide in the back. The 31, the 2, and the 1 going 3 wide a little bit back there and looking for who that is. I'm seeing, wow, 31.
Yeah, Rick Shelton on the outside. 31, 06, 6, 2. The 1's between the 2 and the 6, so that's creating about 2 rows of 3 wide action. Here comes the 7 on the high side, so they're going to take it 3 rows deep back here. This is about the 6th place. The 1 and 7, big run on the outside, but the 7's in the wall, clips the 6. Got to hang on to it, though. You might lose the draft, though. Rick Shelton, big push through 1 and 2. Look how much ground he ate up on the outside just by himself.
And what a save, and he might have helped the 2 with Joshua Hunter. It's going to look like he's going to move to the outside lane. He's trying to get the bumper the 1. He's there. He's not to the bumper quite. He's going to be able to make contact, but will they go anywhere now? So they're going to be 3 wide heading to turns 3 and 4.
Oh, we got a wreck. Big wreck. Oh, the 06 is into the wall hard. The 2, the 6, 31 as well. So this takes out all but 6 cars. So we have 6 guys battling for the win now, and the 1's still up top. It looks like he had a shot to go to the front. Without a partner, he's going to have to settle back in line. We're on the last lap.
Yeah, white flag is out again. No cautions at all here tonight. Looking, Rick Shelton is now up front. Or no, he's not up front. Excuse me. He's in the number 1, but he's in 6th position. He's still in the hunt. But looking up front here, Terrence Donovan looks like he's in the catbird seat right now. I think he's the car to beat right now. The 12 is working on the outside of Steve Shea. Don't think he's quite there though with the 27, also working there with the 73 there. Yeah,
oh, 27 blows up though. It's going to give the 12 a chance. He's a big run out of turn 4. Here he comes on the outside. Yep, 12 on the outside of Terrence Donovan. He's going to steal one. The 12 of Steve Boucher wins it after the 27 blows up. So wow, what a change of events there coming out of turn 4.
Tremendous job there. That number 12 machine. 65 also Orange Jensen. They did a tremendous job of hanging in there and wow.
Yeah, I think what happened there was the 27 has been behind the 73 since about lap 9, and looks like, or lap 8. Looks like he just got hot and they couldn't swap. I guess the 73 said, "Hey, it's too late in the race to swap, bud. You gotta stay back there." And the 27 did all he could, but he blew up trying to get the 73 Terrence Donovan to win.
And we have Steve Boucher in the booth, and apologize if I'm butchering your name a little bit, but Steve, man, what a great job there. I mean, you started 6th position, you was hanging in there pretty good, but in the end, it was you with the inside blowing up, the pusher blowing up, and you were in the right spot at the right time. Let's just say that.
Yeah, man, we're just trying to keep a clean race, trying to ride there. I didn't know that the inside lane guy blew up there, but that's cool, man.
Man, I mean, what was that like coming down the line with you being side by side with Terrence there in the 73, and it was so close? What was going through your mind?
No, I just try to keep it clean. I'm new here, so try to make an impression, show these guys I'm clean. I knew it was going to be an exciting finish, so.
And that it was. And what do you think we can see from you when it comes to the A main?
Hopefully, I'll be right up there.
All right, Steve. Finally, who makes it happen for you, bud? There was Steve Boucher. Going to move on to Steve Vizzini, who's standing by with the 2nd place finisher.
Yeah, I'm here with Terrence Donovan. Terrence, looks like you had the race wrapped up to the last lap, but you're working with the 27, Scott, and tell us a little bit how your race went.
Well, I just kept it out in front, and Scott was doing a pretty good job. I guess he got a little hot there at the end, and I didn't want to block the winner too hard, so yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, you seem to dominate the whole race. Were you and Scott planning on working together, and was there any miscommunication between you guys at the end there? Because I know you didn't swap last time, and he ended up blowing up for it.
Yeah, I think a swap there probably wouldn't have helped too much. Probably would have ended up, getting on the high side and then struggling for the rest of the race. And I also wanted to be in front. So, yeah, I don't know if the swap would have worked.
Terrence, anyone we want to thank for the help tonight?
Scott did a good job, and thanks to Rod for a good season.
All right, thank you. Now I'm going to step down to Aaron, who's caught up with Owen Jensen.
Yeah, and I'm here with the third place finisher, the number 65 of Oren Jensen. Oren, how close were you to blowing up? I noticed you and the 12 were running nose to tail there for just about the same amount of time that the bottom lane cars were.
Well, I believe we're having some technical difficulties with the driver of the number 65 machine. Can't quite get the mic to work on him.
Oh, here we go.
There he is.
I'm sorry, I was pushing the wrong button there. Hey, I kept it cool back there just behind him. As long as I could. I was flashing red, but at the end there I just pushed as hard as I could. It was a good race.
And what did you learn in that little event there that would help you in the A main tonight?
I think staying behind someone, keeping it cool is going to be a ticket. Switching is kind of hard with that many cars coming behind you, and I think that's going to be it.
Alright, man, is there anybody you'd like to thank, any sponsors or anybody like that helps you keep racing every week?
No, actually it's the first time out here in this league, first race tonight. I want to thank Rod for letting me in here, and I look forward to some great racing.
Alright, there you have it, fans. The number 65 third place finisher, Oren Jensen. And I'm going to throw this back down to Dakota.
Alright, guys, and what a fantastic money race was, we call it, the Dash for Cash. Fantastic race, fantastic finish, and with that being said, we're going to go ahead and step away, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with, I believe, the B main. Again, we are ETV Live, powered by the AC Radio Network, the leader in sim broadcasting.
Landon Huffman coming to a comfortable lead, coming out of 2. He's got about 8 car lengths, put it half a second over to Wayne Vincent as Chad Cole works the number 2 spot.
Time is running out. Vincent's got it. Cole wants it in the wall. Chevrolet puts the bumper to the 13 of Vincent. Vincent not backing down. He's in second. We got one car on the bottom of the 10 cars.
Hey dude, are you ready to rock and roll? If that's cool, then you need to do it over at HD Radio Network. HD Radio Network, 4 stations broadcasting 24/7 with everything from metal favorites to the 80s classic rock like legendary Leonard Skinner, Electric Light Orchestra, Foreigner, and bone-rattling, skull-crushing rock and roll on hard driving radio. Bear Factory, Stone Temple Pilots, Def Leppard, and a whole lot more. HDRadioNetwork.com. Take your pick and rock your brains out, dude.
right, and welcome back to the Super Speedway Cup Series. Again, this is ETV Live, powered by the HD Radio Network. If you can't quite watch the broadcast, you're having some kind of technical difficulties, go to the low-res screen. We do have that up. That's what we're streaming to, and we're having a lot better, or we're just basically having a few problems. But go there. That's where we're at, in case you're having any problems. But, Steven, is that a great race we had for that Dash for Cash, and now we're getting set for the B-Main?
Yeah, it was a great race indeed. I know the B-Main should be just as exciting. I believe this race is a little bit longer, so that's going to be good. We have 15 laps, and this one top 12 go to the A-Main, so should be exciting racing. You don't need to win this one to get rewarded. You only need a top 12 finish.
I'll tell you what, I want to go ahead and talk about the ETV Live 2013 lineup coming up here soon. Monday nights at 9:30, Real Sim Racing Full Throttle Cup Series, sponsored by Bob Earl Racing. It's a great series. You don't want to miss it. It is a Cup Series, so it's basically the A cars. It's going to be the Generation 6 cars when we get them in iRacing, and that's going to be a really cool deal to watch. And it's a lot of fun. They do a great job with that series. Starting on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock, ETV Live Team Series Racing, sponsored by the HD Radio Network. Again, I'm going to be running that series. I believe we'll have... I want to say Kyle Taraska and Kyle Young broadcasting. That's going to be a pretty cool event. You don't want to miss that, because that is an interesting series, to say the least, with the format we're going to be running. And actually, I'm hearing Kyle Peddle, excuse me there. And then Wednesday nights, the Maritime iRacing League, short track racing, and 7 o'clock. That is the most fun I've seen anywhere, in any kind of racing, late models. It's a bunch of Canadians, basically, and it is a lot of fun to watch, let alone call. Thursday nights at 9:30, Real Sim Racing Asphalt Assault Series, sponsored by Inside Sim Racing TV and Derek Spear Designs. That's going to be a fun one. Always is with Real Sim Racing. And Friday night, right here, should be actually about 10 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, I'm not sure. But the Super Speedway Cup Series, again, it's going to be like this. We're broadcasting in a new full-time season, and I'm really excited for it. What about you, Steven?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. You know, this is kind of a test, but next week's the real deal. I'm really looking forward to it. The racing we've seen tonight's been great, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and again, if you're having troubles watching us, we do have the low res up, and if you quite aren't able to get it then, still with the low res, go to the ETV Live Radio. ETV Live Radio, supported by the HD Radio Network, features classic rock every hour of every day. You can also catch events, live events such as race day broadcasts right from the booth, and listen to engaging talk shows every week. Some of those being Anna Winter's Motorsports Show, Fast Track Racing Weekly, I believe, the Pit Report, and a few more, I believe. So it's a great thing at ETV Live Radio, featured in the sports section of iTunes. Get the mobile app from TuneIn.com. Look for us in the Windows Media Guide, ETV Live Radio on the HD Radio Network. And that is another way you can listen to us from the booths there.
Yeah, you guys keep up to date with your TV action. It's a great way to listen, you know. Radio, whether you're watching the broadcast live on etv.eastplay.net. It's always great to catch ETV action. A lot of great stuff going on here, you know, shows and races like you mentioned.
Always. I mean, we're doing Monday through Friday, it seems like now, but it's all fun, and it's all a lot of good racing, really. It's fun to do there, and fun to be there, and, you know, call the action. I hope you guys have as much fun watching it as we do calling it. It really is a lot of fun, is it not, Steven?
Oh, of course.
Always.
Alright, and we're going to take another commercial break before we start the B-Main here. We'll be right back.
Daytona International Speedway, again with Super Speedway Cup Series. And I'm Dakota Ehrman, joined by Steven Zenny, Aaron Grosskopf, John Wessling, Jerry Wolf, and J.D. Webb. Again, Phil Foltz usually joining us. He's on track tonight, but joining us up in the broadcast because he's not in the big main. He already qualified his way in, and he did a tremendous job in the Dash for Cash. He just wasn't quite able to get the job done completely. Rod Flag, and I believe you run this joint. What's up, man?
Doing pretty good. You know, too bad the 27 blew up in front of us there. Thought we may have a chance there and maybe get a better finish, and think we had a chance to win there. But pretty happy with the result. You know, we'll start up front in the A main, and yeah, it's nice to have our debut here on ETV, and we've been really looking forward to it. And drivers are excited, and I'm excited, and you know, some great racing tonight.
Rod, man, you've been around since August of 2012. What can we expect next season, starting up with the whole new series season?
Yeah, next week we're going to be running our Super Speedway Shootout, and we have some fun announcements coming out this weekend. You know, I think we're going to really model the race, you know, after the way the Sprint Unlimited is going to be here, you know, for the NASCAR series. So we're going to, you know, kind of run the race where, you know, some people get kicked out of the field, you know, if you don't finish in a certain standing, and so we'll announce that later this weekend. But the season 2 has been tremendous. We've had a great points battle. You know, Marcus is leading it currently right now. There has a slim points lead over myself and Andrew there. But you know, it's been a ton of fun to race, and I got to say that, you know, season 2 is very successful. I know season 3 will be just as fun. So.
And speaking of that, this is the final race of the season. You're only 3 points back, like you said. Can you sneak away with this championship?
Yeah, well, that's going to have to happen. You know, we have you know, drop races. We have 2 drop races that happened, and Marcus has got only 7 races counted and 1 more to go, so he's getting full points tonight. And unfortunately, you know, I think that if he has a good run, I think he's got this thing locked up. But you know, anything can happen again, and you know, I know Marcus is a tough competitor. If something happens to him, or if he gets caught up in a wreck, you know, we may slip into it. But I think Marcus is kind of in the catbird seat, unfortunately.
All right, Rod, and thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on track later tonight.
Thank you, guys. Good luck.
And there was Rod Flag, driver number 23, runs the league, I do believe, and great guy to talk to and watch on track. He was almost there at the end in the Dash for Cash. Just got in trouble with, I believe his partner blew up. Yeah, it was his partner that blew up, and he kind of got left out, didn't have any help really. But Rod Flag doing a tremendous job in that race. But now we're back to the B main, 1 minute and 35 before we get back to the grid. Steven, we're set.
Yeah, looking forward to this race getting going. Looks like over 20 cars here in the race. Should be really exciting. I know these guys are all looking forward to it. Remember, the top 12 will make the show, so about half the field will make the A-main, so it should be exciting.
Only 19 have actually laid down a lap, but of those 19, only 12 advanced, like you said. So, yeah, and that's not even counting some of the guys that aren't laying down laps right now, maybe just kind of hanging around on pit road. So, I'm excited for this. We've seen in the Maritime iRacing League, which is run on Wednesday nights, great to check out. Again, I'm there also, but it's a lot of fun with these B mains because you really got to get where you need to be if you're going to get in the A main. And a lot of people they're willing to use a bumper when it comes down.
Yeah, it should be exciting, you know, seeing only 12 trucks make it in this race. Should be great battling, but, you know, at 12th spot, even for the win. So, you know, all these guys are going to be fighting for it, so it should be really exciting.
Extremely exciting. Go down to Aaron Grosskopf once more. Aaron, what are you expecting here in this small 15-lap race?
I think there's going to be a lot of wheeling and dealing in them 15 laps for these trucks that are starting in the back of the pack to try and make their way up to the front of the field to try and make it in those 12, one of those 12 transfer spots. But you know, Daytona it's a totally different animal. You have to have a partner to be able to be up front, and I think it'll be exciting to see who's working with who, and you know, if they switch up at, you know, to get more air into that car to keep it from blowing up.
Alright, thank you, Aaron. Again, Aaron Grosskopf is a driver in Real Sim Racing, and again, joining us on a few of the league series, been broadcasting with us, does a tremendous job, and gives us a lot of driver input because he is a driver. But as the field gets set to grid, we're going to run through the starting order in just a moment.
Yep, looking at the starting grid, 23 cars on the grid ordered, so should be really exciting. Just want to point out that looks like Daniel Holloway has a fast car in warm-up along Colin Hedrick, so those guys should be 2 guys to watch out for in this race. I'm going to start us off with the starting lineup. Gary Shank, position number 1, and Frank Buciali, the third, in position number 2.
Looking at position number 3, it's going to be Matt Burkhart, and in 4th and 99 on his outside, Steve Spees.
Gary Davis in 5th, Larry Camp outside him in position number 6.
In 7th, ETV Live's very own Bill Fultz, and in 8th, James Dorsey.
Starting 9th, Michael Bowles, and outside of him, Andrew Berger in 10th.
Victor Bartlett in 11th position, and Glenn Hedrick in 12th.
Jared Haggerty in 13th, and Donnie Giortano in 14th.
In 15th position, Ivan Garcia, and on his outside in the 26th machine, Daniel Holloway.
Michael Pimpare in 17th, and outside of him, Gary Tarvin.
Kerry Witt in 19th position, 89 machine on his outside in the 39, and he's up there, I believe he's running for points, the 39 of Brandon Chaburko.
Yeah, Chaburko has a long way to go tonight. Matt Bontempi in 21st, Travis Crowder in 22nd, and rounding out tonight's field, Dana Osborne in 23rd.
I don't know if it was just me, but being past note, there's some kind of booing noise coming from the broadcast booth. Steven, really?
Well, I'm not sure.
Huh. Wonder what that might be, JD Webb.
Yeah, we gotta blame JD.
Yeah, blame JD. As we're working through the backstretch on the pace lap here, won't be much longer. We'll be green flag racing, 15 laps. It's 3 laps longer than at Dash for Cash, and as we get set, I'm excited. Why don't we just go ahead and crank it up on the restart? How about that, Steven?
Yep, getting ready to go here. Coming through 3 and 4. Gary Shank and Frank Buciali. I'll check him on the name after this. I know I tend to mess up names. So they'll lead us off. Coming out of turn 4 right now, 70 miles an hour. Should be exciting 15 laps. I don't believe there are no cautions once again. Top 12 advance, so it should be an exciting showdown.
Yeah, and it's always exciting with Super Speedway Cup. One of the fastest Super Speedway leagues around since August of 2012. Eventually I'll be able to talk and read and everything else. But the pace car's off. We're going to go ahead and crank it up. ETV Live style. We're back here at Daytona International Speedway. Gary Shank out with the lead. Matt Burkhart on his bumper, right behind him in 2nd position. Eventually I'll be able to talk, right, Stephen?
Yep, Burkhart in 2nd. Frank Buciali in 3rd, all by himself without a partner. But here comes the outside line right now. Looks like James Dorsey with his partner, Steve Spees. Or that's not Steve Spees, that's Andrew Berger. Steve Spees on the inside of him. They're coming on the outside right now. The big run out of coming out of turn 2 with the 76 in front of them, not having a partner. Looks for these two to get a big run down the backstretch and get toward the leaders.
The guy everybody has a lot of eyes on, the number 39, 21st position. Brendan Chaburko is he's just kind of hanging around. He's trying to get to the front, but I don't think he's in a position to get anywhere good right now. So he's just kind of stuck in the back from the same position. But remember, he is in a points battle. I do believe he's in the top 5. So got to watch for Brandon to try to come back up to the front and make sure he qualifies in the main.
Yeah, he has a lot of stakes tonight, a lot of pressure on him. If I were him right now, I'd be making moves up the middle, taking 3, 4 wide if I could, trying to get to the front. I know I'm a very aggressive Super Speedway driver, but that's just my strategy. Not everyone tends to agree with that strategy, as you could get involved in a wreck doing that, but hey, you gotta risk it all sometimes.
Sometimes and always. So, once again, watching here, the leaders currently are Gary Shank and Matt Burkhart still with Frank Buciali in 3rd position. I know I pronounced that wrong, but James Dorsey in 4th, and here they come on the outside. Steve Spees and Andrew Berger, I believe.
Yeah, James Dorsey leading this outside line right now. They're about that's the 3rd place car right now on the inside line, so they're coming. It's not as fast as we saw them coming Dash for Cash tonight, but these guys, I think they're being awfully conservative. They only finished in the top 12, so I don't think they're really after the win. I think they're after a good finish, and they're not going to race too aggressively up front for sure.
tell you the best race that you will see will be lap 28 of the A main, or possibly lap 14 or 15 of this race also. But towards the end of the races, you'll see more racing than what you do right now. I think we saw 3 wides started coming into play at the end of the last race, and that's how it goes. I mean, you got to wait a little while. You got to make it to the end before you can start making those moves. You don't want to, you don't want to push the issues. We have a wreck on the track, Steven.
Yeah, looks like Phil Foltz, our very own, caused that one there. Looks like he came up into the 29 on the outside line, just kind of turned right up into him. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's going to wreck a lot of cars. The 39 is Brandon Schuberko involved as well, so that's going to hurt him a lot, and that's going to eliminate him from the points contention.
Well, for Phil Foltz, I'm watching this. I don't know what was the logic here. Is he just kind of pushes up? I'm going to go ahead and go to Aaron Groskopf on pit road and try to figure out what's happening. Yeah, a lot of cars damaged on pit road as they come into repairs and try to get back out there. Maybe one of them can drive in through another wreck and pick up that last transfer spot.
Alright, thank you.
And Jared Haggerty out front there.
Yeah, Victor and Jared take the lead right there, so they're going to pull a big gap because James Dorsey has no one pushing behind them, so these two are going to pull a couple of car lanes. I don't think they'll keep that gap as the second place car just blinks, so Jared Haggerty blinking, that might cause them to slow down a little bit here. We should see the 3 and 76, they're going to have a big run here down the backstretch. The 76 to stay behind the 3. They're pushing, the inside's not. Watch for these guys down the backstretch, but the 24 is going to get to the James Dorsey's back bumper, so that'll allow the inside to catch up as well. As they go side by side for third position, James Dorsey had the spot. Looks like he's going to possibly lose it here to the 3 of Johnny Gaetano, and behind him is his pusher of number, I believe it's number 76, I want to say, of Frank Bishali. Yep, and now this lead pack is full of 10 cars, so I don't think these 10 guys will race too aggressively. These are the 10 that are locked in right now. So all these 10 have to do is finish where they are. We got a lap car up ahead of them. We're going to catch them really quick. These 10 don't need a wreck, and they are all in the race right now. I hope they know that. But 11th place right now, Gary Davis. He's about a second behind this pack. He's hoping he can catch back up, but 12th place is the 99. He's all on his own right now. So he has 3 seconds back to the nearest tandem of Gary Tarvin and Gary Witt. So these two guys might pass him, and that'll allow these 13th and 14th guys to battle for the 12th spot. And going to go ahead and talk to Aaron Groskopf once more. What's all up with the pole position car being all alone in the draft without draft?
Yeah, he kind of. I'm not sure if he got caught up in the accident or just lost the draft because of slowing down. But the two trucks behind him in tandem are gaining little by little on that 12th place car.
Yeah, just to put that in perspective, Gary Tarvin this time around is going to run a 47.898 lap time compared to the 99 Steve Speece's 48.9. So that's over a second a lap. They're only 2 seconds behind them. They'll be there in about a lap or 2.
Very unfortunate for Steve Speece. This might be how he loses the event. But you got to remember, because Gary Tarvin and Kerry will have to race for that spot either way. And I'm looking back here at those two right now for 13th to 14th position. They're a little off. As I'm hearing 11th is all by himself too, and he's only a second out of the lead, so he's in the safe spot kind of. I mean, there's a few laps left, but could possibly lose that spot, really. Yeah, he's lost the draft now, so he's going to start to see his speed slowing down. He's under 190 miles an hour now. He's lost the lead draft as Steve Speece has just gotten past, and now Gary Tarvin up to that 12th position right now with Kerry Witt. It's going to be a great battle for 12 if they don't end up catching the 56, but they do catch the 56. These two are the guys that'll lock in, so it's going to be really to see how fast the 56 can get around this track by himself and how fast these two can tandem around. And how about the battle for the lead? It's going to be Donnie Gaetano, and the number 3 is going to go from second position. He's going to go down the inside line. He's going to leave his partner hanging, and he's going to take over the lead. He's got the 42 of Bartlett pushing him. Donnie to the lead. Great move by him there. Left his partner hanging. Sometimes you got to do that. Now look behind them. These two are going to pull a little bit of a gap right now. 76 and 14 working together on the outside. 57 all on the inside right now. Does have a couple cars behind him, though. I think these 10 are really, like we mentioned earlier, just riding right now. You know, these 10, all they have to do is finish, and they're in the lane, man. And I have a feeling it's still going to be an exciting finish either way with just about 6 laps remaining. Should be 5 at the line. Working down the back stretch, the number 3 of Donnie Gaetano is still the leader.
Yeah, looks like Donnie's going to lead for a couple of laps till his partner gets hot. Then we'll see a lead change. That tends to how these super speed races go. But I'm going to look back to this battle for that 12th spot right now. The 56 has lost the draft. He's running a 47.915 last lap. The guys behind them, 46.196. They are 7 seconds back, and the 2-second difference. They can catch him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say either way there.
Yep. Over 2 second difference between the lap times and lap time. So down to 5.5 seconds to gap between 11th and 12th. These two are going to swap now. These guys are starting to swap. They're starting to get going. They're on 46-second lap times compared to the 48s behind them. And now, but don't count these guys out yet. Steve Speece and Dana Osborne are going to move into the 12th spot. So it looks like Steve found a partner, and there's a whole pack behind them.
Well, you could say here comes trouble, but I don't want to say it's trouble. This is going to make this thing intense, and I believe we have a lap car in the mix. He's in 20th position. He is Daniel Holloway, and he's in the 26th machine. He is a lot down, but he's in this mix along with Dana Osborne and Steve Speece, like you said. A few other cars coming along for the ride. Matt Bontempi, I do believe.
Yeah, now looking at this, these guys battling here, this could end up saving Gray Davis in the 11th spot, but I don't know. I think he's going to get caught. 3-second difference, and they were 3 seconds faster in him last lap, so it looks like the 11th spot's going to change hands as well, which means that, almost the wreck of the lap car. Now it's going to put 2 cars in this pack back there in the race. That's going to be very crucial.
Very crucial indeed. I'm looking at this once more. At the end of the lead lap pack is the guy that really needed to make the show, and he's a lap down now. Is Brendan Chaburko, unfortunately. But I think we had a chance to the lead up there. I don't know. Victor Bartlett, though, is around the 3 of Donnie Gaetano. Those two switching, I guess, and the 76 is back up to second. These two have fallen back. The 76 and the 14 is they make contact, and 76 almost got stuck for a ride by the 14 teammate. Those two almost made a big mess in the off of turn number 2, I believe that was, and that could have been a lot worse than it was. So the 14 now trying to dive to the inside has to cut off. Looks like the 17 there. There goes the 76 back to the bottom. They're going to join his partner there, but big mess up front, really.
Yeah, can you imagine what a wreck in this pack? Oh, we got a wreck on the backstretch right here, and Aaron, tell us about what happened.
Yeah, just one of those racing deals. Somebody got turned, bumping at the wrong times, just not bumping right, and somebody got flipped down the backstretch.
All right, thank you, sir. Now looking at this, the 56 of Gray Davis has been caught, and Terry Witt has been wrecked. So exchange those two in the pack, and right now we got ourselves. I'm looking at this right here. Looks like 12th through about 17th or 18th now, all within a second of each other. So it's going to be a 6-car race for 12th, and only 2 of these guys will make it from this pack.
And right now, leading the charge on the inside is Victor Bartlett with Gaetano on it, pushing him. But on the outside, these are a few new faces we haven't quite seen. Glenn Hedrick and I'm not sure who that is on his other outside. It's Glenn Hedrick and Brandon Chaburko, and Chaburko's a lap down, so Chaburko's trying to get back on the lead lap the hard way here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter if they take the white flag. In between these guys for the win here, you don't want to blow up. You want to make the A-main. I think it's more worth making the A-main than blowing up trying to get a win here. Lap car will play a factor here. He's going to go down to the apron now, get out of the way. The 3 and the 42 pull on the outside of the line a little bit.
And here they go once more. It looks like Chaburko, he's been on the bottom. They're going to get tired. The 14 is going to get put in the wall. Uh-oh.
That could be big. The 14 comes back on track, almost gets hit from the 29. He's got saved. The 14 needs to get back to the finish line now. We'll look at the battle for the lead.
The 3 goes spread. They're going to get 3 wide.
The 21 on the outside. No. 42 wins it, but now we're going to go to the battle for 12th. Oh, they're wrecking. The Steve Speece is around. He was in 12th.
Dana Osborne's going to be, it was 11th actually. So Dana's going to stick to the 11th. Looks like Matt Bontempi in the 20 is going to
just the 10th between these guys. So, what a race here. Great race for the win. Victor Bartlett takes home the win by 300 over Glenn Hedrick, who made a big charge on the outside in the battle for 12th. Matt Bontempi takes 12th.
Wow, what a finish. Again, it's every time we come down here, it's great finishes across the line. It seems like super speedways. Wow.
Yeah, the top 4 all within 600ths of each other.
Yeah, great job. I believe we're trying to get the winner in the broadcast booth, and I do believe we have him, the 42 of Victor Bartlett. Victor, what a finish and nice job on the win, man.
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank you to Donnie for pushing me. I knew if Glenn was going to get to his outside, he didn't have a chance, but I seen Glenn was backing off a little bit, and I knew it was going to be close, and I seen him come out there, and I tried to block him a little bit, but it was good. I was excited. I want to thank Rod for this league. It's been a really exciting year, but thank you.
And Victor, man, what was going through your mind at the end there? I mean, at the end of the race, what was going through your mind? I mean, with everything just happened the way it did.
I just knew that I had to keep it just in line. I knew I had to keep Glenn to the outside. That way Donnie couldn't get to me. It was exciting. It really was.
All right, thank you, Victor. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. But what a finish and nice job on the win, man.
Thank you. All right, now I've caught up with Glenn Hedrick, our second place finisher. Glenn, you were hanging back early. Tell us a little about your strategy in this 15-lap event.
And once again, I believe we're experiencing technical difficulties with the microphone on the driver, so going to go ahead and let Glenn step down, see if we can get our technician to get his mic fixed. Going to go ahead and move Matt Tempe up to the mic, and I believe we have him, and Aaron Groscott's going to go ahead and take over.
And I'm here with the 12th place finisher, getting in that last transfer spot, the number 20 of Matt Van Tempe. What was going through your mind with those trucks wrecking all around you on that last lap down the backstretch?
I gotta say, it was absolutely crazy there. All I was trying to do there was make sure that I got the push from Travis. I gotta thank Travis. And then they started wrecking. I got pushed down into, I'm not sure who it was, the car inside of me. They got taken out, and then coming off 4, I knew I had it, but then Gary Tarvin, one of the best racers in this league, had a huge head of steam, and I was able to take it. He didn't have enough time, but man, that feels good. It just feels awesome to transfer, try and take that spot in the top 10 in points now.
How do you take the momentum of finishing 12th into the next race? Is there anything special that you learned from the B main that you can carry into the A main?
For one, I don't think finishing 12th is good, but I wouldn't call it special. It's just getting in by the skin of my teeth, but I still am super glad to be in. But what I learned would probably be that you want to be ahead of the wrecks. The whole reason I was back there in that last scramble was because I had to slow down mad not to get taken out in that early wreck that took out poor Brandon Schuberg, who's a championship contender. So you want to be ahead of the wreck. That's all I have there that I learned.
Is there any sponsors or anybody, any teammates that you want to thank for making it possible for you to race every week?
I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Joshua Hanner. He's taken me under his wing and helped me a ton from Season 1 of this league to Season 2 this season, and he's just a great friend and a great guy, and he's taught me a lot. Got to thank Hanner, and got to thank Justin Kruthoff and Kruthoff Designs for making my awesome truck tonight.
Alright, there you have it, the 12th place finisher, the last transfer spot claimer, Matt Von Tempe, and I'm going to throw it to Steve down there, and I believe he's got the second or third place finisher.
Yeah, I think Glenn got his mic working now. Glenn, you got a copy?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, Glenn, you were playing it safe early in the race, and you ended up getting the win. Tell us a little about your race strategy.
Well, that B main is just all about survive in advance. So yeah, we're just playing it safe, and after that early wreck took out 3 or 4 guys. Just trying to finish in the top 12, and as the race got on, it just kind of opened up there on the high side, and got a good push from Brandon, and it just worked out there in the end.
Yeah, you had a big run on the outside. We don't see a lot of 3-wide action work on the outside. Tell us about how you almost made that move work.
Well, Donnie came up, and I was just going to follow him, but he brought it back down to the low side just a little bit. And Brandon was pushing me, so I just took it up high up against the wall and held on for the finish.
All right, and any sponsors or teammates you'd like to thank?
Well, my truck, Sergio Plata painted my truck, Monster Bash. And thank Rod Flagg for putting on the league. It's great every Friday night.
Alright, Glenn, thank you. We're going to back up Dakota.
Yeah, and there was a positions 1 2 on the B main, and again 12th position because he was the bubble spot. He was the transfer spot. He did a great job of getting there, avoiding the wrecks like you said. But we're going to go ahead and step away, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with A main racing.
Broadcast.
Hey dude, are you ready to rock and roll? If that's cool, then you need to do it over HD Radio Network. HD Radio Network, 4 stations broadcasting 24/7 with everything from metal favorites to the 80s classic rock like legendary Leonard Skinner, Electric Light Orchestra, Foreigner, and bone-rattling, skull-crushing rock and roll on hard driving radio. Bear Factory, Stone Temple Pilots, Def Leppard, and a whole lot more. HDRadionetwork.com. Take your pick and rock your brains out, dude.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're just joining us, we are with the Super Speedway Cup Series, and we're about to do the A main. Again, we are ETV Live, powered by the HD Radio Network. I am Dakota Erman, joined by Steven Azeni, Aaron Grosskopf, John Whistling, Jerry Wolf, and JD Webb. Marcus Lambert also joining us up in the broadcast booth, and we'll get to him just in a second. Again, go to the low bandwidth stream if you'd like to watch the broadcast. That's where it's at. But going to go ahead and talk to Marcus real fast. Marcus, when you come in the points leader and only by 3 points, can you hold that off tonight?
Yeah, I hope to. Unfortunately, I didn't get quite the starting position, or the finish, whichever way you'd like to put it in the Dash for Cash. I'll be starting 10th, and Rod will be starting 5th, so it's within that, or he's outside of that 3-point range, but I've done the math, and I know where I need to finish tonight, and I know, according to where he finishes, how bad I can do and whatnot. And I can't forget about Andrew either. He's starting in the A main, at least. Unfortunately, Brandon didn't make it in, so it's not over till the whole thing finishes.
It's not over till the fat lady sings. And Marcus, man, hand over any good shopping carts lately?
No, not anymore. We are out of shopping carts. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, guys. I've talked to Marcus a little bit there, have a little bit of fun with it. But Marcus, man, wish you the best of luck tonight, and hopefully you can go get him, man.
Thank you.
And it was Marcus Lambert. And Steven, I know we have the list of people that did not make the show now, don't we?
Yes, we do. 10 cars did not make it, or 11. Let's take a look here. Gary Tarvin was the first man out in 13th position. Remember, the top 12 from the B main are in. The 13th through 23rd did not. So Gary Tarvin not in the race. Gray Davis in 14th did not make it. Travis Crowder, last car in lead lap, that will not make it in 15th. And 16th, one lap down to Steve Spees, Brandon Chaburko, and 17th, Daniel Holloway, 18th. 2 laps down were Carrier Witt, Larry Camp, Ivan Garcia, and Michael Bowles, and very good field our very own Phil Foltz, who finished 12 laps down.
Unfortunate finish for Phil, again being involved in the wreck. But tell you what, going to go ahead and step away for a commercial break one more time before we get set for the A-main. We'll come back straight up with A-main coverage.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
And we're back at Daytona International Speedway's Super Speedway Cup Series again. I'm Dakota Erman, joined by Steven Azzini, Aaron Grosskopf, J.D. Webb, Phil Foltz, or actually Phil Foltz not joining us, Jerry Wolf, and John Wessling. I have a long list of names to go through a lot. But I'll tell you what, Daytona International Speedway was repaved in 2010. We've got it here on iRacing, and we're having a blast here tonight, aren't we, Steven?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, you know, this race so far. Seen a lot of great finishes. I expect none the less from this race as well.
And again, this is the A main. It is a little bit longer, 30 laps. This is the longest of the night, doubling the B main, which was 15 laps, which was really exciting. We just was actually just got out of that race. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm excited for this. I really am. This is a lot of fun. We've been anticipating this. And again, they do have their new season starting up next week. But right now, it comes down to tight points, about 3 points between the top 3. And I believe one of the top 5 drivers was not able to transfer to the A main, but a lot of the guys that are up there did transfer in. So,
yeah, I've got 3 guys fighting for this championship, but we'll let's go send down to the Cactus Cuties for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we're back live, and a great rendition of the national anthem there by the Cactus Cuties. Always a great one. And you know, the only other one we do is the Canadian anthem, which again is the Maritime Irish League on Wednesday nights. But I'll tell you what, about to go gridding here in about 30 seconds. About to go trackside for the command. But Steven, real fast, how pumped are you for this?
I'm extremely excited. Now, a lot of great drivers in this series, a lot of great guys racing here, 30 laps. Should be really exciting. I'm expecting to see a lot of 2-wide, 3-wide action late in this thing. I believe there's no cautions once again. 30 laps, you guys don't need to pit or anything, so it's basically watching a C-Fix race, really, on an official series, but on a better scale and with prizes on the line.
Yeah, and it might be snowing everywhere on the East Coast or whatnot, but not here at Daytona International Speedway on iRacing. Going to go ahead and go trackside for the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Alright, and we are getting here at Daytona International Speedway. Stephen Boucher is going to start from the pole. And Terrence Donovan on his outside.
Orton Jensen will start in third. Rick Shelf starting fourth.
Rod Flag going to be in fifth position with Mark Carpenter on his outside.
Ira Cope in position number 7. Scott Fenstermacher in 8th.
Rodney Wofford in the 9th position with Joshua Hanner in 10th.
Marcus Lambert, points leader, starts in 11th. Mark Brown in 12th.
Victor Bartlett in the 13th position with Glenn Hedrick in 14th.
Frank Bucciala the 3rd in 15th, and Donnie Giarratano in 16th.
Andrew Berger in 17th position with Jared Haggerty on his outside in 18th.
As the cars get rolling here, Gary Shank in 19th and James Dorsey in 20th.
Matt Burkhart in 21st position with Michael Pimpare in 22nd.
Rounding out tonight's field will be Dana Osborne and our 12th place finisher from the B main, Matt Bontempi.
Now again, another long pace lap here at Daytona International Speedway, but the only ones we'll have to deal with are the ones before the race, and it's a good thing because, again, the flagman has been told to take the night off, so we're getting set to go green flag racing.
Well, he can't take the whole night off. He still gets green flagging, the white flag and the checker flagging now.
Now they've just got some. It's kind of automated. They don't even need a flagger for that now. I'm telling you.
Well, you need a flag for that, always.
That's good flags. Just go with the animation. JD Webb will just have him set up, you know. But pace car lights are out as always. A one-lap pace lap around Daytona International Speedway from the pits to the green flag, and nothing but green flag until we get to the white, if you prefer it. You said like that, Steven, and the checkered.
Hey, you gotta keep it like that. You gotta have a flag, man. You can't run race out of flag, man. I don't think it's allowed anymore.
It could be. It could be. Never know.
Yeah, I've never
We should
seen
try
it.
it. We should try it.
I don't think so. I think we need to have a flag, man. Keep order up there.
I don't think it would upset people, you know, just an endless race there, like an endless race. It's like going to one of those amusement parks, getting in the carts there, and you know, they've got these flaggers, and they just pull you over so soon. You just want to keep going around in circles and circles and circles. You know, it'd be like an endless race that you wouldn't, you know, have the disappointment of pulling over and being done. But some of these guys, I'm sure, are ready for this race to end already, and it's only just started.
Yeah, you know, that's a 5-minute ride. I don't think you want to be going in about, like, what, 4 miles an hour? So I don't think you want to be going 200 miles an hour forever. That would not be a lot of fun. Get a lot tired, but as the pace car is getting ready to pull off, 12-car Steve Boucher is going to lead us going. The green flag is out. Steve gets going. The 73 on the outside of him. 30 laps of action here at Daytona.
It depends on who you are there, on what you wanted. But Rick Shelton pushing the 73 on the outside already, and that's Terrence Donovan. They are hooked up already, but Rick Shelton have a little bit of connection issues, not much, but just a little on the restart. He is right on the bumper of the 73, and they are set to go. They're on the outside of the 12 and the 65. They're making contact. They should be able to get by them, or possibly get side by side a little bit more with the 1. And here they come back on the inside. Looks like they'll be side by side. The 12 and the 1 now. 73 almost clears the 12. Not quite before they get to 3, and here comes the 1, looking like he's going to be outside. He's got to back up and get back in line.
Hopefully Rick Shelton almost took it to the outside, 3 wide to start the race. But he's going to think better of it, still on behind the 73, 30 laps of action here. You don't need to rush it. He's got to get to the finish to win, so that's what I think all these guys are looking to do early on.
Without a doubt, again, these guys are right there. Just want to kind of stay in line, and this is a 24-car field. And that can be a bit of a field. I think that was more than we had in the B main, or just about as much. But 12 from the heat races, and then 12 from the B main, all making it in total. The top 12 were made up of the Dash for Cash, I believe, finishing rules.
Yeah, we have one more car here than we did in the B main, 24 compared to 23. But these guys have the guys who qualified for heat races, so should be a great quality of racing here.
As they're side by side by side by side by side. Almost all the way through the field there, Steven and Zenny. They're doing a great job out here with the 12 of Steve Boucher and Oren Jensen, 65, leading the way.
Yep, you see almost 12 rows of 2 wide right here throughout the field. Still a lot of great racing early on here. We're already on lap 4. Amazing how fast, or lap 3. Amazing how fast this thing goes by, but still battling for the lead. The same 4. These guys have been side by side the whole race so far. The 1's got to back off. It's going to allow the inside line to get clear here. But it doesn't look like the 65 will get clear to 73 just yet. Now he does, so these 2 on the inside line are all clear. Here comes the 73 back on the outside with a push from Rick Shelton. They're going to see if they can get side by side heading into turn 3.
In 11th position, Marcus Lambert in the 6th machine is the points leader. You're going to keep your eye on him throughout the race. He is trying to get up front because he only has a 3-point lead. This is the final race of the season for the Super Speedway Cup Series. Again, that is ssseries.com if you want to check them out. Great league and a lot of fun, and again, one of the fastest Super Speedway leagues out there since August of 2012 as we watch Marcus Lambert go to the outside trying to make up some ground here.
Marcus Lambert battling for the championship. He needs to get to the front, seal out that championship, and he's looking to start making a move here. He's going to head to the outside, already right outside the top 10 right now. He wants to get up there.
Yeah, he's currently on the outside of the number 7 machine. That is Rodney Wofford, and Wofford's kind of hanging there pretty well, doing a great job of not letting Marcus go away anywhere. But I don't think there's really anywhere to go. Just basically in a draft block as it always is here at Daytona International Speedway with the draft and these trucks. But I think we'll start seeing more 3-wide action towards the end of the race, like we did just about every race. It seems like the action picks up towards the end, but I have a feeling that we might see possibly a little bit earlier than usual.
Yeah, 12's led every lap, Boucher, so I wouldn't really challenge them yet. I think these guys are really playing their cards here and taking their time into the front. Still 1/6 of this race to go, or 5/6 of this race to go. So really long race, 30 laps is a lot around this track, for about 45-second lap time. So these guys have plenty of time to get to the front.
As here they go. Looks like the 65 kind of backed up on the 12, and the whole inside line started to check up. Here comes the outside line with a big run and a big head of momentum on the outside there. The 73 leading that charge again. As the 73 is once again Terrence Donovan with Rick Shelton on his bumper. Looks like Shelton's going to back off and kind of moves the outside lane a little bit more. He's going to try to get help from the 37. He's going backwards, but he's trying to cool off the engine. 65 is off the 12, trying to keep the engine cool as well. 73 is hanging on. It's going to be second across the line.
Yeah, these guys on the outside are hot. I think it looks like both second guys are getting hot. The 65, we saw him stay cool the first race, so they will push the whole time. So he's looking to do that again. Rick Shelton pushing the 73 a little bit here, trying to get him clear to cool down as well.
And so they go side by side again. 73's almost got the 12 cleared. He's almost going to get quite there, but not all the way. So it looks like he's going to just leave his partner on the outside, and the 12's going to shove the 1 out of the way. These two are not, their engines are not hot. They should be able to just hook up and maybe run away with this right now.
Well, the draft's going to keep them in tow. They won't do that. I think Rick Shelton needs to get clear and cool, and he needed the 73 to get clear. 65's about to get cool as well, so that's the advantage of both these guys, I think, this early in the race.
And the 1 fell back to the 37, and the 37 having a little bit of trouble getting back on the bumper of the 1 of Rick Shelton there, and that I want to say the 37 is again Mark Carpenter in 6th position, and he just fell way off of the 1 of Rick Shelton.
He's making up that ground right now. He's going to close right up back to Rick Shelton's back bumper and give him a little shove now. So these guys are back to about that 4th position right now, 5th position. They're going to see if they can push back to the front.
Seeing the big momentum swing here as cars move back and forth on the outside line, trying to make up ground on the inside. They'll get there and then they'll fall back, and they'll get there and they'll fall back again. It's just it's a race to trying to get up there and stay up there, and get up there before you lose them.
Yeah, the way the draft model works, it's really hard to make up the spots. There's really only 2 lanes that work. You can't really use the 3rd lane, so it's all about picking and choosing which line's going and getting to the front. It's really difficult to do that if you're in the back. So you see guys like Marcus Lambert and Glenn Hedrick, and these guys have been back there all right so far, and you saw these guys run up front early on in the night. Marcus at points there, they're just not able to get up there.
As again, watching here, and I do want to check in once more with our points leader. Looking, Marcus Lambert's fallen back a little bit, back to 14th position after starting in 11th. That's 3 spots total since he got the outside. They almost make contact up front. Somebody's on the wall. Somebody's wrecking. He's going to stay on the outside wall. That is, I believe that's 31.
37. Mark C. Carpenter is going to take out the 54. The 54 and 37 wrecking. James Dorsey gets involved. Mark Carpenter hit the inside wall hard. I want to see what happened to originally start that 37 in the wall, and he was trying to get off the wall and just came down to the 54 and took him out.
And Matt Burkhart also involved. It looks like this here. He was either way slow off the pace. That is very unfortunate for all those guys. As Bontempi also getting way off the pace, trying to get around that.
So he was really excited about making this race, and same type of event happened to him there as well.
Pimpaire, last car seems to like is close to the pack. Has lost the draft, and he will go up 2 or 3 spots because of that big wreck, but way out of the draft, and I want to see where he's at across the line because he has no help whatsoever.
Yeah, it looks to me like we have 16 cars in this lead pack now, so 17th car trying to hang on, but it looks like he's going to lose the draft, so 16 cars to fight this one out.
As watching us once again go back up to the lead, Stephen Boucher is in the 12. He's working the outside with help from the 1 of Rick Shelton. Here they come on the outside of the 73 of Terrence Donovan and the 65. Wow, Orrin Jensen.
Steve Boucher going back to the lead here. He lost it earlier. He wants it back. He's going to get help from Rick Shelton to go back to the front. He's going to lead this lap though. Lap 11 already. He's 1/3 of the way home.
Almost there. Some people might say. I'm sure that's what the crew or spotters are saying on the spotter stand right now. And Aaron Grosskopf, what's the driver saying on the radio? We're hearing a bunch of chatter. Or is it just silence?
I mean, all I can hear is people just watching their temps. You know, being stuck behind people. They're basically lined up. They're just watching their temps. Their trucks are trying to stay cool, so they don't blow up, and they're trying to make it to the end so they can have a run to get the finish.
Hey, great job by Aaron Grosskopf up there. But yeah, these drivers are really concerned about the temps, as you can hear from Aaron. Is As you can see, the one, Rick Shelton, he's stuck behind the 12 there. I'm believing that's Tim Shea. Yeah, he's behind Shea, and he's just kind of hanging in there. So 65 is going to back way off the 73. Orange Zinsen off of Terrence Donovan, trying to cool the engine. There goes the one and the 12. They have a lot of momentum. Can they clear the 73 and the 65 on the inside? They're going to get almost there. The 12 is clear. Here comes the one. They're going to get both drivers clear, and they're going to be able to get to the inside. Here comes the one in a hurry. He's really hot. It looks like he's trying to get down there and get as much air as he possibly could.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't swap there. Because I figured Rick Shelton would want to swap with the 12 there, you know, get some clean air to his engine, but nah, he's going to stay out behind him and keep pushing. Now he's going to back off and he's going to head to the outside and try to take a lead on the outside line right now, see if he has any help back there. Looks like the 2 of Joshua Hanner's closest truck back there.
Yes, it looks like the 73 was looking for the inside of the 12. 12 in the middle, and he almost got 3 wide, almost, but the 12's going to come back down and protect the inside line with the 73 on his bumper. The 1 and the 2 hook up. There's Joshua Hanner and Rick Shelton on the outside now.
Yep, here goes the 1, Rick Shelton. On the outside, Rick Shelton coming to the lead right now on the outside. There's Steve Boucher on the inside trying to hold him off.
Yeah, so they go, side by side once again, going back through the field just a little bit here again, and I'm going to tell you when they cross the line where they update scoring-wise, at least with my telemetry, it's going to be Stephen Boucher leading the field with Rick Shelton in second. He is the first car on the outside lane, Terrence Donovan in third, Joshua Hanner in fourth, Oren Jensen in fifth, Rod Flagg in sixth, Mark Brown in seventh, Scott Finstermacher in 8th, Marcus Lambert in 9th. He's moved out quite a bit. Remember, that is the points leader. Andrew Berger in 10th position.
Ira Cup in 11th. This is only half a second behind the lead pack, though, still. 11th place, Ira Cup. Glenn Hedrick in 12th. Rodney Wofford in 13th. Victor Bartlett 14th. Frank Buciala in 15th. Dana Osborne 16th. Gary Schenk in 17th. Jared Haggard in 18th. Still within a second of the leader. So 18 cars are in the second right now. That's incredible. And Donnie Giratano in 19th. That only cars in the lead pack right now. So 19 trucks left to fight this one out.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 has fallen out just a little bit. He is a little over a second and a half back, and he's kind of lost the graph a little bit. It's a little, all self really. Michael Pempere was, I believe it was Michael that was one of the last cars there, and he has fallen back all the way to Matt Bontempi, and remember those two being involved in a caution just laps to go, or towards the beginning of the race, or not a caution but the wreck, and James Dorsey is going to be 22nd, Matt Burkhart and Mark Carpenter right in at the rest of the field, both those drivers a lap down or more.
Yep, a great racing up front. Still, Rick Shelton continues to lead. Actually, he's gotten past for the lead. Never mind. As we hit the halfway point in this race, Steve Boucher has gone back around him and take over the lead.
Yeah, you can't look at the field, you can't go anywhere without looking back up front, and something has changed somewhere.
Yeah, pretty super speedway races tend to be unpredictable, and Steve Boucher likes to lead this thing, and he's up front once again. The third time he's taken the lead tonight.
Yeah, Terrence Donovan looks like he wants to go to the outside, but he's going to stay on the bumper of the 12. Here we go again. Here comes the 1 and the 2 looking on the outside once more.
Yeah, the 12 and the 73 have definitely been the best so far that I've seen. They've both won the lead a lot. And those two guys keep exchanging the lead, but Rick Shelton's been up here as well, and he's got help from Joshua Hanner once again. And he's going to head on the outside. Big run out of turn 4. He's going to go back to the lead.
Yeah, as soon as they come. But with all the great racing we have going on, I think we should step away really fast, take our last commercial break until the post-race show with all this Green Flag Racing, and we'll be right back. Again, we are ETV Live, the leader in sim broadcasting, powered by the HD Radio Network.
InsideSimRacing.tv, the fastest show on the internet. Sim racing news and reviews since 2007, with new shows every week.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. For those of you just joining us, this is ETV Live with Super Speedway Cup Series. Terrence Donovan now taking over the lead. This is the A main final race of the 19 laps into a 30-lap race. Terrence Donovan again leading with, I believe this is Rick Shelton running down this bumper here. Those are the top two, and they kind of running away a little bit here, Steven.
Yep, these two just made a swap a little while ago, so the one should be able to push for a little while, but here comes guys on the outside right now. Mark Brown, a name we haven't seen yet tonight. He's going to move into that third position right now. Let's look, guess who? Points to DeMarcus Lambert in fourth.
Remember, Lambert hasn't finished so well. I mean, he's in a very tight points battle, 3-point margin, you might say, for Lambert. So, I mean, he needs to finish well. He's kind of moved from the back to the front recently, and he's doing a great job of getting up here. Now, can he stay up here, though?
I think so. And they're about to go 3 wide for the lead. Nope, they're going to think better of it as Rick Shelton comes up on the outside. It's going to cause a big stack up behind them. Now with Mark Brown going to be forced to push the one car of Rick Shelton. This is going to cause a lot of slowing down here.
Yeah, and they're not really getting on Shelton's bumper there, the 06, making it a little more interesting. But the inside, they got hooked up. It's Hanner, and that's Hanner and Donovan.
Yeah, big run by them, and that time by, the top 19 were all within 8 tenths of a second, so how close is this field right now? They haven't wrecked yet. I'm really surprised. We're down to 10 to go, 9.5 now. Still a great battle for the lead, great battles all around, great races so far. Joshua Hanner, with help from Rick Shelton, to go to the lead now.
Yeah, Hanner was behind Donovan. He moved up, he got help, and he almost cleared Donovan just in a backstretch. I mean, that was pretty good. That was a cool move by him, but not quite able to get the job done. Now the 65 is all over the bumper of the 73. They break contact, and here comes the 2 just trying to hang on the outside of the 73, Donovan. Not quite going to be able to clear him, I don't think, before the corner here, though.
No, they won't be. Oh, the 2 is clear. He's going to come down and leave Rick Shelton hanging, so Joshua Hanner to the lead.
You gotta remember, Shelton is hot, though. I mean, he already moved up once trying to get clean air, and I'm sure he was just trying to get the 2 out of the way as quick as he could there. And I'm sure those 2 have seen each other more than once in the race. I'm sure they're working together through a private channel or something of the sort, because they've communicated rather well when we're trying to do that. But now it looks like the 06 and the 1 are going to get hooked up there. I believe that is Rick Shelton and I want to say Mark Brown, yeah.
Mark Brown on the outside, and again help from Marcus Lambert. And look who's on the inside of Rick Shelton right now. Rod Flagg made his way back to the front. So Rod's looking to see what he can do here within the closing laps. It's go time now, 8 to go.
Yeah, and it is Rod and Rod Flagg and Marcus Lambert in a battle for the points lead. There's another driver also involved. I don't know where he's currently running. I'm going to have to look up that stat, but Marcus Lambert, a lot of eyes on him. He started in the back, he ran in the back. Rod Flagg was also in the back for quite a while here recently. These 2 are up front now. It's time to go. If you can't tell, and they're just trying to beat each other out now to get this championship.
Yeah, it's all about championship. I know Rod mentioned earlier there's 2 drop weeks, which I don't think we were notified of that. But Marcus Lambert, I know he's got some drops to give, I believe. So Rod's gonna need to have an excellent showing, and right now Marcus is really up there, a couple spots behind, and not letting him do that.
And the other driver involved in this points battle is Andrew Berger. And not sure that he's in 12th position. He's still in this hunt, but little ways back here.
So Brian this time went for a wreck, maybe gained some spots out of it, but the way he's got the race right now, really clean. I don't see a wreck happening.
I want to quickly go ahead and talk about HD Radio Network, home of the ETV Live Radio. The HD Radio Network gives you a variety of stations to choose from, including big 80s metal and all HDR classics, all HDR country, and more. Take your pick and rock your brains out to HD Radio Network. Stations are featured on iTunes Radio, TuneIn Radio, and also listen in to the Windows Media Guide. Listen today from HDRadioNetwork.com or take it with you. Get the mobile app from TuneIn.com.
Hey, but we got a battle for the lead. 73 on the outside of Joshua Hanner, going to lead that lap. So 2 and 73 side by side.
Yeah, so here comes Hanner. Hanner's hanging in there. I mean, he's in there, but here comes Donovan on the outside. He's got help from Rick Shelton. Rick Shelton's already helped multiple people around the outside, so Shelton knows what he's doing when it comes to pushing. I think he might be able to get it done here. So he's going to have the 73 almost clear. 73 is going to be side by side. He looks like the 73 is clear. The 73 is going to leave him hanging quite. They're both going to be clear. There goes Shelton and Donovan down on the inside. They're going to take over the lead here. Just 6 to go.
Big. Separate the 73 and the 2 is what Rick Shelton had in mind. He gave a big push there. He's going to head to the outside now. See if he has any help. So here comes the 06. This is going to get risky here. 06 going to go 3 wide. Marcus Lambert up the middle. 3 wide for third.
Again, points leader going 3 wide. They're going to get to the bumper of Rick Shelton. The 73. Hanner's getting to the bumper of Donovan at the same time that Lambert's getting to the bumper.
06 in the wall. Big
They're
wreck.
going to wreck behind him.
Oh, the 24 comes down into some cars there. 24, Andrew Berger was disappointed. Going to take out Jared Haggerty now on the apron. Big damage to his car. 24 is heavy damage as well. Not sure what else happened there, but 06 as well damaged. So 3 trucks of damage. Not as big as that could have been. They all kept it in the wall. 3 trucks taken out right there.
Yeah, so watching the 2, Joshua Hanner goes down the inside. He's going to take over the lead. Here comes, looks like Rick Shelton all the way on by his lonesome on the outside. He's going to help. He's going to have help, though, and that's going to be the points leader, Marcus Lambert.
Yep, one of those 3 guys we were talking about, Andrew Berger, he said hanging back, made a move to the front, and was taken out right there. So he's out of it for contention now between Rod Flagg and Marcus Lambert.
Speaking of those 2, I believe they're side by side right now.
Yes, they were, but Marcus in front of Rod as we speak. Here comes Marcus pushing the one of Rick Shelton to the lead. Here they go on the outside.
I think what you see here is the inside just going as fast as they could. The draft working on the outside, kind of a checkup on the inside. They just had the momentum on that outside. Here they come again. Through the front stretch and through the triangle, side by side. The one of Rick Shelton leads the way on the outside. The 2 of Joshua Hanner leads the way on the inside. Joshua Hanner does lead that lap.
Yeah, 3 laps to go. Here's where it gets exciting. Hanner with the 73 pushing them. They must be getting hot soon. We see Marcus trying to get some air on the outside. 73 backing off as well, so see if anyone from the back can make a move 3 wide and take this dealless one, or if these come between these 2 tandems.
This is some of the closest pack racing I've seen at Super Speedway here in a while, and here comes the 73 Donovan to the outside. Looks like Shelton's looking either way. Shelton's going to get on the bumper of the 73, and they're going to commit. He's going to push it. Can he clear him? Because the 65 just got to the bumper of the 2 of Joshua Hanner. Here comes Shelton.
Yep, Shelton pushing the 73. Let's see if the 73 is going to do what he did all night with Terrence Donovan and drop down here in front of the 2. And Rick Shelton's going to go 3 wide up top, look up the middle. No. 73 is going to go down, and the 6 of Marcus Lambert had time to cool here. Let's see if he can push the 1 back to the lead.
Yes, Shelton is on the outside. He's got help from Marcus Lambert now. The 12's also behind them. Big train of cars on the outside. Can they go anywhere, though? Not quite, because Hanner is pushing the crap out of, that's one way to put it. He's pushing for everything he has on Donovan now, with white flag being out next time by or at the finish line. Here they go.
Yeah, Shelton pinching bad. 2's going to come up on the outside, though. He's going to leave his partner in the 73 hanging. Rick Shelton's hot. I don't know if he can push. He's looking all over the place. Trying to find the hole. He can't find it. He's going to push Joshua Hanner back out front. Hanner leads that lap. White flag in the air. So that flag may come in use now.
3rd car on the outside. All eyes on him. Marcus Lambert is the points leader. He's got about 3 points on the inside of him. The 23. I believe that is Mr. Rod Flagg, and he is the guy challenging, only 3 points back. Here they go side by side. Looks like Donovan has the lead down the back stretch as we're hearing wrecking in the back.
Yeah, it's the 8 car, the 76, but we're going to focus our attention back to the front. Joshua Hanner with the Rick Shelton pushing a big run on the outside. It's going to be close down to the line between the 73 and the 2. Big side draft here. Here they come to the checkered flag. Joshua Hanner, the 73, of Terrence Donovan. It's going to be close. Coming to the line, Joshua Hanner takes the win by 0.05 of a second. What a finish. Joshua Hanner wins the A-Main.
Amazing finishes like we saw all night, and how it's going to play out with the points. Rod Flagg's going to come home 5th with Marcus Lambert in 7th. That's 2 spots. That was a 3-point differential. I do believe that Marcus Lambert will walk away with the championship here tonight.
Well, wait, official ruling from Lee Gavin and Rod Flagg on that one, but Joshua Hanner, you're a race winner.
Yes, we try to get Mr. Hanner up into the broadcast booth, and we'll see that we're moving him right now. I believe we have radio communication set up with Mr. Hanner. Hanner, you got a copy with us?
Yeah, I got you.
Josh, man, what a finish. Walk us through it, man.
Oh, man, that was a great race. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Every move I made, it just seemed like the air was with me. And I had my buddy Rick behind me. I got to thank him. He pushed me the whole way.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you and Rick Shelton stuck together? It seemed like it was you, Joshua Hanner, and Rick Shelton were all working together, or at least Rick was working with the two of you, and you were all able to do so well when you were hooked up with Rick. I mean, was there kind of strategy there?
Yeah, Rick is a teammate of mine on Team Outcast, so we work together on this a lot, so I really got to thank him for that. I wouldn't have won that without him. Man, that was awesome.
Gosh, man, it was this was a championship night. This was the season-ending race, and how good do you feel to win on the season closer?
You know, it's kind of funny. I won the first race of the season, and then I had terrible luck the rest of the season, and then I won the last race, so I kind of bookended the season. I feel really good about it. I think I can carry this momentum into Season 3 and really make a run at this.
I was going to say, Josh, are we looking forward to seeing you perform well in Season 3, broadcasted by ETV Live?
Thanks so much. We really appreciate you guys coming on and broadcasting for us. It's been a blast.
All right, thank you, Josh, and we wish you the best of luck in Season 3. Hopefully we see a lot from him. There you go. There's your winner for the night. Going to go ahead and step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with our post-race interviews and our champion.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
Welcome back. I've caught on second place finisher, Terrence Donovan. Terrence, second time we've talked to you tonight. This race a little bit longer and similar results. Terrence, tell us about what happened there.
Yeah, that was exciting. I was just glad to keep my electricity for most of the race, or for all the race. My street lights were flickering in the middle of a blizzard here, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you had a great finish. Came home second. Tell us about your race, and it looks like you were working with the winner Joshua Hanner for a while. Tell us about that strategy.
Yeah, he's a good racer. Rick, Oren, yeah, all the guys have pushed me really, really good. I still have yet to win one of these. I thought that might be the one, but I have the next season to do pretty well. I think that might have gotten me 5th in the championship, so I'm pretty happy.
All right, and anyone else you'd like to thank, sponsors or teammates?
Well, you know, thanks again, Rod, for a good season, and everybody else for racing pretty well. Thanks.
All right, thank you. And I'm going to sit down to Aaron. He's caught up with our third place finisher, Rick Shelton.
Yeah, and I'm here with the number 1 driver, Rick Shelton. Rick, take us through your thoughts and your mindset going into tonight's race.
Well, I knew if I could get Josh up there with me, we always work together, and we work well together when we do, and I knew if I could get him clear of me and get him out front, I could push him to the win.
And how does a third place finish in the last race of the season carry over to next season?
Well, hopefully we can, get some better starts. I've been running the heat races starting at the back, so hopefully we can get some better starts and start up front.
Yeah, and is there anyone you'd like to thank that helped you all season? Teammates, sponsors, anybody like that?
Well, I'm new. I just want to thank Josh for working with me and Team Outcast.
And there you have it, the third place finisher in the A main tonight, Rick Shelton. And I'm going to throw it down to Dakota. Dakota, you got somebody who's very happy with you right now.
Yes, sir. It was a long season, then, that's for sure, and nobody knows that better than Marcus Lambert. Marcus, man, you came in with a 3-point differential, not counting drop weeks, I believe, and you leave with the drop weeks at 8-point differential. You are the champion officially. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
And how does this make you feel going into the next season?
Makes me feel a lot confident because there's a new rule that they're implementing next season with the past champion provisional starting spot. So hopefully it never comes to this, but if I end up running in the B main but not transferring, I'll get the 25th spot provisional starting spot next season in all the A mains. So that's going to help out with trying to repeat.
And how special is it to win this championship after so many weeks of racing here in the Super Speedway Cup Series?
It's pretty special to me. I've had a ton of people help me. Terrence has pushed me to victories. Glenn has pushed me to victories. Me and Frank tied at Daytona a couple weeks ago, and even though we tied and I stole the win from him, he still works with me in the final A main of the season. And it's just really special because I missed 2 weeks due to having to go on vacation for Christmas, and then even though I missed those 2 weeks, it proved that drop weeks, it keeps things interesting and it keeps people in it, and I'm definitely a testimony to how drop weeks make things more competitive.
And Marcus, man, finally going to ask you, do you have a chance of going back-to-back championships next season?
I would like to think so.
All right, and finally, who all makes it happen for you, bud?
I don't have any sponsors or anybody to thank, but I'd just like to thank everybody that's helped me getting into sim racing. I just started sim racing about 2 years ago on GT5, and everybody that I used to race karts with over there, they helped me get the wheels set up. One of them hit me onto iRacing, and now I'm on here winning championships and leagues. So hopefully we'll see where I can go from here, but I'll definitely be back and try and repeat.
All right, thank you, Marcus. And there is your championship for Super Speedway Cup Series. A great job he did, and that was an awesome job. But for all of us here at ETV Live, that's enough for us tonight. We'll catch you next week.